Green peas. My name is Trent Klarenbach with Klarenbach Research. Today is May the 9th, 2025. And I want to start by looking at the green pea market. We're going to keep our analysis today to the Canadian market, and we will leave the U.S. market for another day. If you're a U.S. subscriber and interested in the U.S. market, just reach out to me and I will put out a short video next week for you. But anyways, let's start off with Canada here, and this is our member area of our website again. Top right-hand corner, log in. It should be a relatively easy process. You can access our reports. But our sentiment rating starts off the analysis, and we're neutral across all our time frames. Now, what I'll do is I'll show you on the charts why we are neutral, why we are not bullish, why we are not bearish, but neutral. We track our analysis. Again, we haven't had a sell signal this year, which has probably been a good strategy to delay sales because the average price for the year is 15.36. That's my average Klarenbach price index. Currently, we're trading just under $16. The average price for my high on my index is 66. So if you're able to sell at the high, good for you. We did not get a sell signal at that level, but that was great. A great opportunity, and kudos to you for taking advantage of that, because there was some sales at higher levels than today. But right now we're 54 cents above the average price for the year. So if we can beat the average price, we consider that a success, and we've had good success with that in the past. So, and our goal is to be 90% of the high price of the year, and I guess we've done that when we've issued sell signals. This is the longer term chart here, and it goes back 27 years or so, but regardless, take a look at this here. This is what we call a wedge, and it could be, I suppose the trend line could be drawn into an upward channel, but nonetheless, it's going up and to the right, and we do like that. We're at the top end of this, this wedge, and it's been testing and maybe even breached above this upper trend line. Looks like a head and shoulders pattern forming here with a left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. If we break this neckline down here, we'll draw a trend line like this to break the neckline, then we anticipate a retest of this bottom trend line here, which we do anticipate a retest of the bottom trend line. The question is, when will that happen? That's always the tricky thing. Time analysis is difficult. It's going to happen down here at $10 or at higher values, right? It's going to be, time will tell, but right now that's just a potential head and shoulders pattern, as we need the neckline to break before it is confirmed. This is our charting. It gets pretty busy on here with some moving averages, and we have our sell signals from last year still on there. I keep forgetting to take them off, but I must be obviously proud of them, and I think we did a good job with our analysis last year, and so definitely towards the top end of the market. Take a look at this chart though, and I find this technical analysis stuff fascinating because nobody is looking at this. Nobody is looking at yellow or green peas or special crops the way I do. I don't think anyone's doing it. If there is, let me know, because I really want to talk to them, because I'd be fascinated into just why they chose to do that. But take a look at this here. They got that sell off, and I found buyers at this previous, I would say this, a resistance or support, previous support level. But more importantly, it found buyers at $13, which is a 50% retracement from the Fibonacci retracement, which is something we anticipate, right? They got the rally up here, another sell off. We got the rally up to previous support. Previous support often acts as resistance. The sell off came down here, found support at this previous resistance level, right? And also the 38.2% retracement level around that 1450 level. Now we're back up trading. We're stuck in between the high and the low, so it's really difficult to determine which way the trend is going. But the moving averages are crossing over, so we don't really know for sure. It's kind of no trade zone for me right now. But I mean, it's just fascinating how this technical analysis works on these price charts, where virtually nobody in the market is using it to have buy or sell signals. They're not using it in their analysis. The exporters are not. The farmers are not, except for you. You're the only one doing it. So I'm glad you took the time to and the faith in the process. This is a logarithmic chart. We broke this yellow trend line. Now, these trend lines often get retested, and to the point where I sort of expect it to, right? Now, maybe it got retested here. It's quite possible. Maybe that was the retest. Or we get another retest up higher, maybe up towards $20. I'm not making a prediction about that. We need to make new highs before I would have a stronger conviction that this trend line is going to get retested, or that hasn't been already. But keep an eye on these options. It's good to have a feel for where prices can go. So if we break above this high, you could sell at some resistance, but if we get above that high, you have to assume it's going higher. And you want to ride that trend as long as you can. But we really want to keep an eye on this to see if we're going to make new lows or new highs. Right now, we're not really getting a good sign of where the price is going. But if you are profitable at these levels and selling some or all your crop or pricing new crop at a profitable levels, and it helps you sleep better at night, and then, don't wait for the price action. Take your profits. Have a good night's sleep. Live to fight another day. My name is Trent Klarenbach. It's sunny in Saskatoon. Life's good.